Welcome to Minority Sisters.
Why do you have an accent?
Why not? My name is Sage. I'm joined today by my special guest, Ned.
I, I don't like that.
What?
I don't like that. I don't like that accent.
I was thinking of lighting a candle and doing a prayer.
So I guess we'll just talk and then we'll find a good place to begin. Because right now we just gotta focus on being ourselves. Just being cute.
You feeling cute?
I'm okay. I'm looking at myself. I look like a big grease ball. Like these lights are not doing me any justice.
Is it hot over there?
It's hot and these lights are making it hot.
Oh god, crack a window or something.
I don't know, like whenever I just get flustered or just if my emotion gets heightened, the back of my neck right here, it starts hurting or it gets itchy.
So, like, what's the difference between if it's hurting or it's itchy?
I think when it starts itching is like the beginning. But then like if the
The
problem
irritation
if the
continues.
problem doesn't get resolved, it becomes like a pain.
Yeah, I think it's so funny when you're like, girl, you making my neck
Making
make
my
my
neck
neck itch.
itch. No, cause it's what do you call it? It's really hard to explain. 'Cause, like when people annoy me, or like when something, what is it called? When something just like when I get aggravated, it like it just gets itchy and it's like spreads down to my back, and it's like oh my god, it's like pins and needle. And if
Really?
that doesn't get resolved, like I start getting like it starts shooting up like my neck, like I start getting literally like neck pains.
That's so weird.
Yeah, but then you say it was something about my astrology sign.
Yeah, because you have like a bunch of second house placements and it rules over like the neck. So I don't know, maybe you have like some kind of like concentrated energy in that like region. I don't know.
Okay, but what's like the positive side of that? Am I just gonna get neck pain?
Sorry, I don't have any information about that, but I found something related. Do you want to know what is the positive side?
Hey Google, stop.
Okay.
Dude, she listening?
Always listening.
Okay, well, that ruined my train of thoughts.
Or did it solve them?
No, because we were talking about the astrology sign and my neck. And I was asking, like, what's the positive side that comes out of that?
I like actually wanted to know what Google had to say about the positive side. But then you
No,
just
because
shut her
she
down.
wasn't even listening to the full conversation. She was probably thinking I had like freaking nymph nodes on my neck or something.
Nymph nodes? You just call it a nymph node?
How do you pronounce it?
Lymph node?
Lymph nodes. What did I call it?
Your lymph nodes are like kind of in your armpit area.
No, you have them everywhere. You have a few under your neck.
Are they in there too? Actually, yeah, that would make sense. You're right.
No, they're everywhere. Like they're like in the armpits. I think you have one like right here, underneath the ears.
Yeah, because it's like they just like are where. Oh, sorry, they're like where the fluid flows.
Oh yeah, I learned this thing from YouTube where I don't know what it's called, but these people they buy these jade like face scrapers, and apparently it shapes your jawline. So
I've
like
seen, I have one of
yeah,
those, and I
right.
just
So
like
you go like this, and
uh-huh.
then you do it like right here, like where
Are you
the
talking about the
this
gua
part
sha?
is. Yeah. That's what it's called.
I don't have one of those, but I want one.
They say it's like it gives you a um what's it
Jawline for
called?
days.
Like Lady Gaga,
Jawline for
jawline for
days.
days. Just it gives you a better definition. But apparently, what the scientific thing is, it drains your the fluid from your lymphatic system or something. So
Yeah.
like you always push it up, so it drains it away. So it kind of
I
gets the water away from your face.
Let's do it. Let's both like get gua shas and like
Ooh,
transform our
like a
lives.
before and after. We should
Yeah,
do that
yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah,
pod.
yeah.
Be
So
like,
this
this is what.
episode.
So today we look like a bun, but like
Hey,
maybe
just
two
for
weeks later,
yourself.
maybe 2 weeks later
I
we'll
look
be
like a bun. You're right.
we look bun. No, I feel pretty bunny.
A cute bun.
I look like a greasy hamburger,
Hamburger bun.
like the Hamburglar
What's that?
from McDonald's. You know
No
the
idea.
McDonald crew, the Burgerler.
I know
You know what?
Ronald.
Yeah, but then there's also that purple like cheese thing.
Oh.
You know the whole crew. There's like a duck.
I like actually. Okay, I never really went to McDonald's growing up because I grew up vegetarian, so we never went there. The only thing I could eat there was fries. So I don't know who the Hamburglar is. So you got to fill me in. I feel like I've missed out. Was he your favorite? I only know Ronald.
Well, speaking of McDonald and childhood, we actually did. We
What?
actually didn't,
You didn't even answer my question.
because I don't even know. I just saw them on the those booster seats when I went,
Okay,
but
fine.
we didn't go to McDonald's that often either because my parents always thought it was really unhealthy food, which is I don't know if it's unhealthy, but it's not the best of food. But as a kid, you always wanted McDonald's. So
I
I
feel
don't.
like you probably can't get any more unhealthy. So I'd say it's probably unhealthy.
I guess, but
Like,
they
can
have
you
like
think of anything worse to eat?
yeah, but why is McDonald's bad?
Because it's just full of preservatives and garbage. Nobody even knows if it's real meat. It's just fried in like.
Wait, are you talking about back in the day or right now? Because I feel like they really improved their health standard recently, in a few years.
You trust them?
I haven't eaten there. Honestly, I haven't eaten there in such a long time, but I just feel like society has gotten to a point where we're not going to allow tofu meat, or not tofu meat, but like mystery meat burgers. Like it has to be to a certain standard now. Like they just can't get away with it anymore.
Yeah, I guess so. But I still don't trust those industries, any of them. I'm kind of like a hippie.
Because remember when we were kids, there was cereal that would like change your milk into different colors.
It's still like that.
They still have that.
Yeah, if you buy Fruit Loops and stuff.
No, but these are like specifically designed to change your milk a different color.
Really? Ew.
Yeah, because I remember buying this like Disney Mickey Mouse cereal thing, and they even advertised like it'll change your milk purple.
Oh, weird.
You don't remember that?
No. So
But
did
no,
you like
but
did you like want to get those? You were like, "Ooh, I want." You're
well,
like,
yeah, of
"What?"
course. When you see like commercials of that, you're like, that's cool. So I
Yeah.
like asked my mom to get them from Superstore,
Oh.
and they're just pure sugar. They taste good.
Yeah.
That's probably why I was fat.
Oh man.
But let's get back to the McDonald thing because I think this is pretty funny.
Okay, tell me.
So for for the few time that we actually went to McDonald's, I remember me and my sister, like we were allowed to get like one sandwich. Okay, like we didn't even get the meal.
Right.
We got like one sandwich each, and then we didn't get a pop. My mom would always ask us because she didn't speak English. She was like, ask for the ice water." So we get the ice water and like a burger of our choice.
Nice. Yeah, I
And
guess that's not terrible.
no, like we didn't even get fries.
But yeah, it's not terribly unhealthy.
So like whenever we did get McDonald's, we would use the knife and we would cut up into like 4 pieces. So we just like savor each corner instead of just like digging into it.
Oh my god.
And I remember one time, I think I spent like 20 minutes eating a McChicken because I cut it up. I developed like a really good strategy. I cut it up into like the corners, but then I was able to cut up into like even smaller pieces.
And that's where the disorder began.
What disorder? The
Just
eating
like
disorder?
disordered eating habits. Like
I
what kind
feel
of a
that.
kid does that? Sorry, I don't mean to like hate on you. I'm just
No,
like
no, I feel
that's like if I
I know
saw a
what you
kid
mean.
doing if I saw a kid doing that at McDonald's, I'd be like, "Are you okay? Are they like starving you?"
No, it's just because we don't get McDonald's that often, so you want to savor the moment.
Yeah, okay, okay, that makes
Like
sense.
my sister will probably remember that.
Yeah, you just really appreciated it. Did you ever like go into the play areas?
No, we never had that.
What?
The only McDonald that we frequent a lot was the one in like downtown at the core.
Okay, yeah,
This is for people living in Calgary. So anyone who doesn't live in Calgary have no idea what we're talking about.
yeah, that's fine.
But it's like that old McDonald that was next to the Dairy Queen, and there was like an Arby's across it from it.
Like on the lower level.
It was on a lower level floor, yeah.
Okay, I know where that is. Yeah,
Because I used to go to school there
yeah,
in that area with like the bulletproof windows. Because that was not a safe area.
not a safe area. Yeah.
No, it was full of there was a lot of users.
Ooh.
Are we allowed to say druggies? I think
Mm.
so. I think we're allowed to say that. Because yeah,
Users?
there was a lot of drug users. That's where I used to go to school.
Cute. Like at what age? Like in elementary?
Mm,
Your school was there?
it's just really weird because they had the kindergarten in a separate building. And then
Yeah.
after you were done kindergarten, you go to the next building, and that was from grade 1 to grade 3.
Hmm.
It was called W.H. Cushing Workplace School.
The heck?
Yeah, weird name, right?
It is a weird name.
Yeah, so like my English is not very good when I was young because English is my second language. So when I went to my new school, I'm calling them out, racist school. Do you think we'll get sued for that? Okay, maybe I should bleep that out.
I'm calling you out. I'm exposing you.
But no, because I told you my parent doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
But they were still my legal guardian, so obviously they had to be there at the office when we like got what is it called? When we got what's that word? Where they bring you into the school, indoctrinate you.
Is
Why
that
did
the
you do
word?
that? I don't know.
Indoctrinate?
Yeah, but we had to go to the office and like fill a bunch of forms, and then like we had to do like an interview and all that. What do you call that? Okay, whatever. That's not important. Anyways, so the
Sorry, I can't think of the word.
no, it's okay. That's not important. So the lady who's in charge of taking down the attendance and all that, I guess what was her name? I think her name was. Oh, I shouldn't be giving out names. What am I doing?
We keep doing that, and you like already called out your school. You called them out.
Okay, but this is real experience. I'm not making stuff up. This is what I went through when I was a kid. This is
Yeah,
grade 3 because I left my because my old school was from grade 1 to grade 3,
yeah,
and to prepare me, my parents brought me over after the Christmas break. So I after the Christmas break, I was supposed to go back to school, but I didn't
yeah.
go back to the same school. I went to the new one.
Right.
So I remember
That's through the year they transferred you over.
yeah during Christmas break.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I remember I was there with my parents, and then she was like asking about like my school history and all that, and she was like, "Oh, like, what was your old school name again?" And I was like, W.H. Cushing Workplace School, because I didn't really know how to pronounce it. So I was like, Workplace School, and she was like, Work preschool? You went to a preschool before you came here? And I was just like, I didn't even know what to say. I think I blanked out after that. That's as far as my memory goes. But I remember that was really vivid because she was like, "You went to a preschool," and like even being a grade 3, I kind of knew. I kind of felt like she thought I was stupid
Oh yeah.
because like I'm here for grade 3. Obviously,
Yeah.
I didn't just come from a preschool.
Oh, like so
Yeah,
you felt like they kind of all had that kind of attitude to them or something?
yeah, that was kind of like the vibe. That
Oh, that's weird.
yeah,
Ugh, I don't like that.
Should I have like, left that out?
No, I think that's fine. Whatever.
Okay, would that be considered? Oh, I don't want to think about it too much.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's personal experience, and that did happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you remembered it, so you
No, that's the
remember
only part I remember. Like, I remember up to that point,
you
and
remembered the feeling that she felt kind of like
yeah, because like, why
judgmental.
would you ask a kid if he was from like preschool? It's like
Yeah.
obviously not. I'm not from preschool.
Yeah.
I'm in grade 3.
Yeah. Like but I feel like things these days are like much more different. Do you know what I mean? Like I wonder if you would have had that same experience going to that school like in 2022. I wonder.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to say like that school definitely had some weird vibes to it, but I did have a lot of fun there, and it was a lot of good experience.
That's good.
Um, I made a lot of friends.
Yeah.
I'm not friends with them anymore, but they were friends with me throughout the journey of grade 3 to grade 9.
Nice.
Yeah, it
Grade
was a
3 to
very it
9.
was
That's a
it
long
was a very
time.
very close knit circle that we had because I think the whole school was I don't think we even had like 1,000 kids
Hmm.
because it was from grade I think I want to say grade 1 to grade 9, and each grade only had 20 students.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm like dumb. We're not. It's not even like 500 kids in the school. There's like 300 max, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was a very like everyone pretty much knew each other.
That's kind of like elementary slash junior high that you went through as a group, I guess, which is interesting because my experience was different. I would have like had like grade like 1 to 6 was like elementary, and then from 7 to 9 was junior high, and then high school. But that's just interesting. I didn't know you went from like grade 3 to 9 in the same school.
What?
Isn't that what you said? You went from grade 3 to 9 in the same school, right?
Yeah. Isn't that what happened to you?
No, that's not like for me. Elementary was like grade 1 to 6, and then junior high was grade 7 to 9, and then grade 10 to 12 was high school.
Oh,
So you like had
okay.
like a merged like elementary and junior high. That's like very different to me. I That didn't happen for me.
Now thinking about it, thinking back at it, it was called junior high.
Yeah, like that's so weird. Your experience must have been really different.
I always thought that was not the normal thing.
No, I don't think so.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I remember like being done with grade 6 and trying to figure out where I'm going next. So it was like
Oh, that's
you hit that
horrible.
like milestone after that age where
Right.
you're like everyone was trying to decide like where they're going for junior high.
Dude, let's
And
get on
junior
that
high was
top.
still such a culture shock for me.
Let's get on that topic. High school was a culture shock for me, and
Same.
I remember in grade 11 they make you choose like well they don't make you but they start asking you which college you want to go to,
They did
and
that
it's
for you in
like
Crescent?
they didn't do that for you.
No. Who was asking you that?
It wasn't asked. It was like you got like literal forms of like what your plans for post secondary. You didn't get that in your homeroom.
I was a terrible student, so maybe I just didn't go.
Well, I didn't go to. I skipped a lot too, but I went to my homeroom.
You should ask your sister because she was the same, like, she graduated the same year as me, right?
Yeah.
So you could always ask her later if that happened to her too, because I don't think I remember that. I don't remember having any guidance for like what was afterwards in high school. They didn't talk to us about any of that. I wish
No,
they did.
but everyone around me was like talking about which post secondary school they're going to, and I'm just like, dude, I'm trying to figure out what I'm having for lunch.
Oh my god.
It's like my high school is already the experience is already crappy enough. It's like I can't even think about post secondary.
Make your Does it make your neck itch?
Like I was fat too, right? That added on like another layer of stress.
Yeah. What kinds of things did you ever eat in the cafeteria? Or did you just like eat at the places around
Okay.
there? I remember there
This
was like that donair place. There was a donair place. There was that place where what was it? Was it like rice? There was a rice shop. There was donair. There was Domino's.
there's that rice store where people just drench their rice in like hoisin sauce and hot sauce.
Yeah, that was the culture of the day. Yeah.
That place is so disgusting. I still remember times where I see like kids drinking their rice because they put so much sauce on it. It's like
Ew.
it's like
Ew.
it's not a soup.
Ew. Ew. Just hoisin sauce?
Hoisin sauce, soy sauce, sriracha,
Just drinking it?
like spoon, like the corner, like a little bit.
Oh, that's gross. I don't like that.
But talking about eating in the cafeteria, let's get deep in the conversation. So, I'm gonna say his name. So from junior, from like grade 7, maybe grade 6 was when I met this guy. His name was Taylor.
Wait, you're saying his name?
I'm saying his name because
Exposed.
he was my best. No, no, no. This is a good story. He was my best friend from grade 6 to middle of grade 11. He was one of my best friends.
Okay.
So I think he got transferred to my old school that I was telling you about, the elementary junior high, in grade 6, and that's when I met him. And like he was a really rowdy kid, like he was a troubled kid. But I think me and him got along because we were both kind of like traumatized. Like we weren't one of those snobby like kids. Like we came from like troubled household.
Can I just say those are the best friendships when you can just bond over trauma?
He stole my Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Exactly. Beautiful story.
I brought my Yu-Gi-Oh card collection to school in grade 6, and I had them in my little like school like binder. And then I think it was like after lunch or something. No, it was before lunch. We had like this like project thing. So like everyone was kind of broken up into groups, and I had my binder under my chair, and I had my Yu-Gi-Oh card in my binder.
Yeah.
And then before like lunch bell rang, I went to check on my binder, and I found like all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards were gone.
He took them
And
out
then
of the binder.
he took them out of the binder when
Why
we were
did
doing the school project. And he just like,
that's sneaky because he could have just taken the whole binder, but he was sneaky enough to go and take each individual card
no,
out
and
so
then
that you thought you still had your binder with you. That's genius.
that is true.
Yeah.
But the messed up thing is that I knew it was him that stole it.
Ooh.
So I kind of saw him like go out because he goes home for lunch. Like a lot of the kids there usually stay at the cafeteria, or not the cafeteria, but they stay in the classroom because you bring your own lunch. We didn't have a cafeteria at that school, but you bring your own lunch and then you eat at school and you get supervised. But he was one of those kids that had the exception to go home, like the written note or whatever.
Yeah.
So I kind of caught him on his way out, and I'm just like, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are gone, because I knew he took it, but I was like, oh my god, what did I do? I was in grade 6, so I didn't know what to do, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards are gone. I was telling him, and he was like, oh no, like what happened? And I was like, I don't know. And then he just went home, and I knew he had my Yu-Gi-Oh card in his coat, but I was just like too afraid to say anything.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so like
he just pretended he didn't know what you were talking about.
No, but he took them, and I was devastated because.
So what happens when you see him the next day at school? You're just like, hey man,
No,
what's up? Or were you just like, I know you stole them?
I never confronted him on it.
Ned,
We never got past that.
you just pretended you didn't know. What?
Let me tell you what happened. So I was telling like a bunch of people that my U cards were gone, and I was suspecting. I was like, I think Justin stole them, and we all like kind of got together and like thought of this plan to maybe try to get my cards back because he's not going to admit stealing them.
Yeah.
So I was kind of, when he came back after lunch, I was like, dude, I'm like devastated. I don't know where my Yu-Gi cards went, but like, if you can help me find them, it sounds really stupid now, but when you're a kid, it was a good plan. I was like, if you can help me find them, I can maybe give you like $20.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like saying like, maybe I can get my cards back from you and I can give you $20 and we can just pretend this never happened.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, like he kind of agreed that he'll help me find it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I kind of took that as he'll give the cards back to me. But then like a few days passed and I was like, I don't know, I didn't hear anything from him. So I just like went up to him. I'm like, dude, like, did you get any news? Like, did you find out anything about my cards?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, man, I'm getting to it. Like, I'm not like a detective or anything or something like that. And I'm just like, well, what? I don't know. I'm going to tell my parents. I haven't told my parents. I don't even think they would care. They're just like, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, gives a shit.
Yeah. They're expensive.
But
if you had a lot of them, that adds up.
no, they were. Like, they took a long time for me to collect.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm just going to tell the principal or like whatever, tell the teacher. I didn't tell anyone except for like the kids.
Yeah.
Or not the kids, but like my other friends. And he was just like, oh, there's no point telling the principal because they won't do anything about it. It's just like stupid cards or something like that. And I'm just like, well, I don't. And like, I guess he can see me kind of getting flustered. But I was probably like crying a little bit too.
Aww.
So then he was like, oh yeah, I was like, I'll try my best and help you or whatever. And then I think it was the next day at lunchtime. We had like this little bench thing by the entrance. It's also like it like opens up and it doubles as like a lost and found.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, like I think you should check lost and found because like somebody might have found your Yu-Gi-Oh cards and like put them there. And I'm like, okay. So like I quickly ran to the little bench thing and opened it, and then like my cards were there. Like I keep them in a binder, kind of like the hockey cards.
Yeah.
So like I opened them up and all the shiny ones were gone. Like what shiny cards are like the hollow cards, like the rarer ones, they were all gone, and all that's left were like the crappy common ones.
Oh man.
And I'm like, yeah. So like, I never got that resolved.
Oh my god.
But I don't know. I just for some reason I kind of forgiven him on that, and then after grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, we became like really close.
Did you ever talk about it?
No, I never brought it up with him.
Oh man. I feel like I would have probably like reacted like you, but I don't like that about myself. Like I don't like being passive. Like if I was fearless, I would have walked up to him and been like, "Dude, I'm gonna kick your ass if you don't give me my cards back." You know what I mean?
Oh no, he was big. He was a lot taller than me.
Yeah, but still, man. Like I feel like if I like,
you know what? Thinking about it now, it's like, yeah, I wish I would have been more assertive because I knew he took them, but
yeah, but I think it depends on like how you're raised and stuff too, you know. There's some kids who are really raised to just like stick up for themselves, you know, and just kick some ass if they have to. It's part of growing up, I think. I don't know, because what else are you gonna do? Let some kids steal your cards? That's no good.
Yeah, that was like I don't know. It was a really weird experience in my life.
I'm like getting riled up for like your.
No, don't get riled up. I honestly,
I need to get them back.
I mean, I feel like eventually we got to a point where we kind of acknowledged what happened.
You did?
Because we both know who took them. Because we got that close, where it was like, it went from that to I was comfortable leaving money at his house. Like that's how close we got.
But you never talked about it?
No, we never talked about it. I never asked him about, hey, remember that time you jacked my Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
You have it just kind of right now. It's fine. We can let it go. It's okay.
Like his contact information.
I'll get over it.
You know what the sad thing is?
I'm gonna call him and go to his house. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you know what the sad thing is?
What?
So you know how like we had such a close knit circle in junior high and elementary school. Mm-hmm. So when we went to high school, it was Crescent Heights, right? And how many kids were at Crescent Heights? 3,000.
Was it 3,000?
It was at one point. It was like 3,000 kids. At least 2,000.
It was a big high school. It was easy to get lost.
So it went from 20 kids per classroom, 9 classroom. So like what, 200 kids, 180 kids, mm-hmm. give or take, to 10 times the amount. So it was like a big culture shock, at least for me. I feel
Me
like a lot of
too.
people from the school that I went to got used to it, but for me, I just like I couldn't handle it because
I agree.
each classroom was different people, and I already have a hard enough time making friends as it is
Mm,
as a child, and it was just like really difficult going into that scenario where it's like, oh, every class you have is with different people,
hmm.
and you're lucky you're with people that you knew from your old school.
Right.
So like eventually, Justin, he got his mom to talk to the student counselor, or what do you call it, the guidance counselor, and he was able to have all his class the same with mine. So
That's all.
we had every single class together for the whole semester. Grade 10, we had every single class together. Grade 11, we have every single class together. We basically like skipped together too. So we almost did everything together. And eventually he skipped so much, like skipped classes so much. The principal was like, this was in grade 11, like mid grade 11. He was like, if you skip again, we're going to expel you from the school. So he told me that.
Hmm.
And I'm like, okay, what's the big deal? I'm like, oh, we don't have to skip anymore. Let's just go to class then. Because like I don't really care. I just want to like hang out.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, we can just hang out in class. And he was like, no, I can't do it. I'm like, so what are you gonna do? And he was like, I'm gonna drop out of high school.
Oh
I'm like,
no.
dude, I'm like, just stick with it. I'm like, we're almost done grade 11. We're like halfway there.
Yeah.
Don't skip for the rest of grade 11. Maybe it like restarts in grade 12.
Hmm.
And he was like, I can't do that because he skipped so much where it was just like he doesn't even think like he would be able to not skip for the rest of the semester.
Oh my
So in
god.
his brain, he was like, instead of getting expelled, which is really bad on the books, like getting expelled from high school,
Yeah.
he would just drop out, like at least maybe transfer to a new school.
Wow.
So like in mid grade 11, I lost my best friend,
Oh
and I was alone.
man.
I was alone in that school.
That's devastating.
Yeah, it was double edged sword because being with him up to grade 11 means I didn't have to make any new friends,
Right.
but that's also like a disadvantage because
For
after
sure.
he left, I had like no friends.
So did you have to like force yourself to talk to people more then? Or did you just keep
No,
to yourself?
I got super isolated.
Oh.
Like we were talking about, you asked me if I ever ate in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
This is what happened. I think I told you this before, but I have this weird see my next song itch when I talk about it. I don't know why. I'm over it. But it's just kind of sad when I think about it. But I have this weird thing in high school where I was just afraid of what people thought of me. I don't know why.
I think a lot of people have that experience, but in different
Yeah, but
ways.
like I wasn't even like I wasn't popular or anything, so like nobody was really noticing me anyways. I mean, actually no, I was not even noticed. I was in the shadows. So I don't even know why I would have the feeling like, oh, everyone's is looking at me and judging me. But in reality, like no one even cares if you're there or not. So I had this thing at lunchtime. I dreaded lunchtime because I was always scared that people would see me by myself. So what I do is I would go to the washroom and I would sit in the stall
Oh god.
for the whole duration of lunch,
Oh my god.
and I would come out when lunch is over.
Oh lord. Did you learn a lot about people in there? Like were
In the
people in there
washroom.
just like having conversations and you're just like
No,
listening?
no. I knew where all the quiet washrooms were at Crescent Heights,
Oh.
so I kind of went into those, and I kind of just stayed in the stall and just like thought to myself.
That just like reminds me of something like out of a movie. Like you hear about in that in the movies, but that must have been very isolating for you.
Like I'm not going to say like it happened every day. Like obviously it didn't,
Mm,
because I did try to ask the few people that I did know. Like I didn't completely not know anyone, but I
right.
did ask a few people that I did know if they want to do lunch, and a lot of times they'd be like, "Oh no, I'm doing something with somebody else" or something like that,
Yeah.
or "No, I can't do it today." So I would
Mm.
just go into the washroom. I would go into the washroom, just chill out for like an hour.
Oh god.
Or sometimes if I have a spare, I would just go home and not come back.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like that's what I would have done.
Yeah.
I would have been like, all right, I'm gonna leave. Bye.
Like sometimes you have like a spare after lunch. Or no, not after lunch, because the lunch period, Crescent had like a really weird thing where your period before lunch is the same period after lunch.
Mm.
So like if I had a spare after that period, I would just skip and just go home, not come back.
Yeah, that sounds like a good mood. I feel like I would have done that. It's too bad there's not more spaces to just like chill and be isolated, you know?
There probably was. I think about it now because you can probably go to the library. They have the library there. It's
Yeah,
just like high school. Is high school makes you. High school is a weird place for everyone, but
yeah.
I mean, it's good. It's a good growing experience.
Is it? I don't know if I really grew there.
I think that I think the high school experience really humbled me because I
Really?
was kind of an asshole in elementary and junior high. I would
Were
admit that
you?
I was kind of an asshole.
Oh,
But
well, I
then I
mean,
think eventually I just got like, oh, this is where I am in the bathroom,
in the bathroom.
and you have a lot of time to just think, and it humbles you.
Hmm. I don't really know. When I think back to high school, I'm just kind of like my all I can really think is like my brain wasn't fully developed, so everything feels like it's 100 times worse than it actually is, and it feels like that's the entire world. So when something goes wrong, it feels like your world is just like completely destroyed, you know? It's not to say that those experiences aren't very real and like you don't feel them, but when I look back on my own experience, I just feel like I was very like I don't know. I was young. I also don't feel like it's like a great environment to learn because I feel like
Oh,
you're
I
always
didn't learn
caught
anything in
up
high
in like
school.
what person A is doing or is this person looking at me funny or like I remember feeling like I had to like have the newest like Lululemon bag and like there was girls like rocking Tiffany and like there was even these like girls who wear like Louis Vuitton and stuff to school and like
Oh, did you
you
get caught up in that?
I mean you compare yourself and you're like oh look at these girls doing all of that you know and like I can't do that like what am I gonna do like walk up to my dad and be like can you buy me a Louis Vuitton bag he'd be like what the heck how old are you like you know like that's such a bizarre thing. But yeah,
You know what the weird thing
my
is?
mom would like give me something cute on my birthday once in a while. I got a Tiffany
Oh,
bracelet.
that's nice.
Yeah, like a Tiffany bracelet and stuff. So, but yeah, like it's just not a good environment to learn. Like it shouldn't be about all that.
I think high school it shapes who you are or who you're going to become. Like your experience in high school kind of guides you towards who you are.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think it really changed my personality.
Maybe like 50%.
You don't think it like changed you in any way? But I
I
guess you
think
started out nice though.
I think for me it was the experiences surrounding high school that influenced my high school experience.
Oh right. Yo,
Like
okay,
I
I
was
get it.
going through
No.
stuff with my
Right.
family and that made me feel you know it was like it was a depression that I was kind of going through and like not really wanting to socialize because of that and I think it was the stuff going on in my environment that influenced my high school more than my high school influencing me but yeah I do think those experiences shape you in some ways for sure. I wouldn't say it defined me as a person though.
No, no, no,
I
no.
feel like I would have still been the same if I had like a pop in high school experience and had like more friends. Well, maybe I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. Now I'm thinking about it. You might be onto something.
I think I just gained a lot of weight in high school. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. So if you could go back and like do it all over, would you do something different?
No,
You
absolutely
what?
not. No, I
Bathroom
wouldn't.
bathroom lunches and all.
No.
You would still eat every lunch in the toilets.
I told a story to I think like three people in total, and they all asked me the same question. It's like, it's like, when did I mention eating lunch in the bathroom? I just said I sat there.
Oh,
I wasn't eating in the stalls.
you made it sound like that. You were like, it was lunchtime, and then I went to the bathroom and spent an hour in there.
It was lunchtime, but I went to the stall and I sat there for an hour. I didn't have like a plate of food. It was like eating while everyone was pooping around me.
I think it's because that's the way they portray it in the media.
No, I
The
wasn't
kid
that
will always
crazy.
go in with their little tray, their little milk carton from America.
Ooh, no, that makes me anything like gag.
Ew. So where did you eat then? I know you
Sometimes I
were.
just
I know you wasn't skipping lunch.
you know I ate.
Well, that's what
But
I'm
that's
wondering. Like it's lunchtime and you're not gonna eat.
but let me tell you, sometimes I might have like a spare or like a skip before lunch.
Then you would
I could
just
have gone for an early lunch, and at lunchtime I come back and I sit in the toilet.
get that rice. Get the hoisin.
Oh no! I was eating good.
Get that. Oh,
I
that's.
wasn't eating that. I was eating that soup rice. I was
Ooh.
going to like restaurants, getting takeouts,
Oh shit.
like little takeout boxes. I would eat them.
You've
Like how
been bougie the whole time.
well, yeah, I found joy in food.
You didn't find joy in like fast food though. It had to be like the
No,
good stuff.
it was still fast food. It was like crispy pork rice,
Yeah,
and this is like Chinese stuff, so you might not know, but it's like barbecue pork on rice.
I'm hungry.
It was like meat. It wasn't like that soup rice they gave you at that thing you were talking about, where it was just like little bits of carrots with peas and some weird. They say it was chicken, but I don't know. And that cost extra. It was like $5.75 for chicken rice, and I think beef was like six something.
I remember
And
paying like
there was like a mixed meat one.
ew. I remember paying
Like
$4, but I got the vegetarian one.
that's the vegetarian one, yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't eating that kind of rice. I was eating like the one with real meat
Did you
and
ever go to the
vegetables.
donair shop?
Oh, I went there. I got the large donair,
The
and
sauce.
I got every single sauce they had:
Ew.
garlic, um, sriracha, barbecue. No, it was good. I liked it.
Barbecue with
Garlic.
garlic with the sriracha?
Let me tell you, when you're obsessed with food, when you don't get everything on there that's available, you feel like you're missing out.
Yeah, but like the mixture is not right.
Oh no! It tastes good.
The food combination.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Because
It sounds.
garlic was like the
It's
donair flavor, and then sriracha is like kind of Asian flavor, and then barbecue is like barbecue. So I don't know.
it's like that. It's like the sweet garlic, spicy, with the microwave donair meat because they microwaved it. If you ever see them make it,
I saw it on like one of those big things like rotating.
nah, I saw them microwave it. They put it in the microwave.
Maybe it changed in your time.
You're talking about the one that in that little plaza thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't have the thing.
they did.
No, they didn't. It was always like It was like always Subway where they had the meat in a little container.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like that, and they would put it in a little saran wrap and they throw it in the microwave and microwave the meat.
I don't
You didn't see
remember
that?
that. No, but the
No,
garlic
trust me.
sauce was really, really fire from that place. Bring it back. They had like
It
really
makes
good garlic sauce. I remember me and my
it
friend.
made your breast stink for like a whole day.
Yeah, you would need the gum afterwards for sure.
I mean, not even the gum. It sticks in your whole body.
Ooh, garlic is strong.
Yeah, so I was eating good.
Overall, 10 out of 10 experience. First thing.
Wait, are you still on keto?
No,
No, you got off.
I
Okay.
want to go back on though.
Keto, I'm gonna say did me wonders.
Did it? It's because it takes out all of the water retention because you're not
Yeah.
eating carbohydrates. I know when I was doing keto for like a week, I could see like the definition.
Ooh, I like that.
Maybe I'll do that again, and then next week you'll see me on the pod, and I'll just be looking all
Like Snatched,
like Maleficent.
Skeletor.
Maleficent.
Ooh, Maleficent. I want to be
Maleficent.
that. Angelina Jolie.
Like a diamond. Isn't that
Ooh,
what you were calling her?
she's like a diamond.
Hit them
Like
angles.
just pinched.
Yeah, that woman, she don't even really age. Actually, maybe she has. Some of those Hollywood people, they just don't age. What are they drinking? What are they doing?
Like Jared Leto.
What does he do?
I think it's money.
Is he a Pisces or a Capricorn? I'll look it up later.
I think it's money.
Yeah.
Like when you have
Maybe
lots of
he's a
money.
Capricorn because
Who?
Capricorn don't age. I should look it up.
Money doesn't age.
Yeah, if I had money, I would be like investing in some good stuff.
If I had money, like a lot of money, where I don't have to work anymore, trust
Yeah.
me, I would be working on myself 24 hours a day.
The gua sha full time,
I,
40
full
hours a
time.
week. 40
Like
hours
at
a week.
nighttime, it would just be like it would just be no pressure, no stress. I was just getting that 8 hour beauty sleep. And in the morning, you wake up, have a nice cup of tea, no
Yes.
stress. You don't have to
Mm,
worry about going to work.
mm-hmm.
You just do whatever you want.
Gua sha.
Yeah, I would even go to the gym. I'll be so motivated.
Yeah. One day
One day when we get money,
when we get money.
we'll get snatched. We'll get snatched.
Please, Jesus.
But no, I really want to get into astrology today. Because like
Astrology?
today was like Sunday, right? It was Day of Expression, you were saying?
Yeah, Sundays are ruled by the sun. So if you like think about the sun in our solar system, like we revolve around it, right?
Right.
So it's a really good day to just like be yourself and just shine your light and like, express, be authentic. Sundays are the day to do that. They're also a day of like
I've definitely been really moody today.
have you?
I
I'm
don't know
feeling
why.
I'm feeling just mentally fuzzy, but I think that like it could be Mercury retrograde because like Mercury retrograde impacts me like a lot because it's my ruling planet. So Virgo rising, it happens. I feel just like my brain is working much slower than it normally does. And I'm also getting over being sick. Why are you laughing?
Because I feel like I've been really moody.
Why are you moody?
I'm just pissed.
You just seem kind of like, yeah, like a little bit like lower mood, like a little bit sad. Like even our
Today?
conversation today was like a little bit emo.
Oh, because we were talking about high school? But it's
Yeah,
not I wouldn't say it's emo. I think it's just like a nice revisit to memory lane.
was
Sometimes
it?
you tread down that kind of that lane.
Was it nice for you?
Uh it's scary because thinking about it, it's like wow, it's been a long time.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I feel like it's just like a totally like different life.
Oh, I've said I've lived like 3 lives.
Yeah. Feels like me from a different life.
Like my fat life, my weight loss life, my pre-weight loss life. Oh, I guess 4 lives, and then this life. We'll talk about the pre-lost one some other time because it's a little high in rating.
What? Rated X.
Or rate a little higher
Gonna
than what
get
we should talk about.
demonetized. Dude, the Avril concert was at the Jubilee yesterday, so it was like a really small kind of gathering. It was so hot in there. Oh my god.
Did you take off your like tank top?
I mean, I was like wearing a shirt and a jacket, so the jacket was off, but it was still like it was raining and stuff yesterday. It was like cold, so I didn't expect it to be that hot in there. It was hot, and like the crowd was like really young. Lots of really young people just like screaming and stuff. Avril is 37 years old. Can you believe
Right,
that?
but she looks good.
Canada's pop punk rock princess. She looks good, yeah.
Yeah. Did she sing Head Above Water?
I think so, yeah. I think it was like her second last
Oh, it
performance.
would be.
Yeah. And
Be
then
a
the last
closer.
one she played was I'm With You. That one's cute. It's sad though.
Is that the one she yodels?
No. It's like,
Um,
I'm standing on a bridge.
yeah,
Living
she
in the dark.
yodels.
She yodels?
Aya, aya.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one, right?
Yeah,
See, I told
yeah,
you she
yeah.
yodel.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. She yodels. It's a damn cold night. I can't sing right now.
It's okay. I got it for you.
Yeah, that's a cute one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I like that one.
Yeah. Losing Grip is good too. She's
I
like
haven't
the
heard that one.
angry girl. She's like,
Did you sing Skater Boy?
of
Tell me she sang Skater
course,
Boy.
of
Ooh, yeah, I love
course,
that one.
of
I love that one.
course.
That one's every millennial
I
memory.
realized Skater Boy is like um a male empowerment anthem,
Yeah,
right? Because she's like
because
saying that like
she missed out on that
she missed
skater
out on Skater
energy.
Boy because he turned
Yeah,
out to be like a rock star, right?
yeah. And now he's on MTV.
Yeah. It's too
But
late.
where's
You missed
MTV
out,
now?
girl. Sorry, girl.
Aya, aya. Good energy.
Good energy.
Thank you.
I didn't hear. Can you do it again?
No, I can't do it.
I got to make sure that you have the right song. You got to do that again, please. I didn't hear. I didn't hear my mic cut out.
You do it.
I can't like you.
No one can.
Not even Avril.
Not even Avril. I keep my head above water. Did she sing that one? Why are you laughing? She sang that one, right?
Yeah, there was like a 10-minute intro for that. She had like the whole video going of like
I told you it was about her Lyme disease.
oh
That was the song where they
yeah,
wouldn't believe her.
I didn't realize it was about that, but
Yeah.
there was like this freaking 10-minute intro to that. Like, first of all, she was gonna shut down the show, right? But then everyone was
Why?
like calling her back for like an encore or whatever. Then she comes
Ooh.
out with this video. It's like 10 minutes long. You know, like what perfume videos look like when like the girl is just like galloping through the field and like then they're submerged in the water and like you see them in like the flowy dress and then there's like rocks and oceans and waves crashing. Like that was going on for like 10 minutes. And
I like
we were
that.
like, Givenchy. The new fragrance from Givenchy. That's what it felt like. And then she started singing that one, yeah. But yeah, it was good. It was good.
That's
Good
good.
time. Good time.
I'm kind of happy you went because secretly I do like Avril Lavigne. Maybe not secretly, but I do like Avril Lavigne.
Secretly.
Not secretly.
High key.
She has some good songs like that one about never growing up. I like that one. That one's one of my favorite ones.
Oh. I feel like for me it was more of like a nostalgia thing, you know? Like
Oh, like her old song, like Complicated.
yeah, like it just reminds me of like, all young girls during the 90s were a fan of Avril. The thing about Avril is like I just feel like she hasn't really like evolved. Like she's still up there at like 37, like still wearing the same things and like rocking the
Oh,
same hairstyle.
dude, I love that about her.
Yeah, I shouldn't
When
be.
I see Avril in her new music video, I was like, oh my goodness, this is like a nostalgic trip.
You like that she
I'm like,
never changed.
not like I think she's changed, but I think she puts this thing on where it's like, this is for my fans, and this is who they see me as. Like she's not gonna go from Avril Lavigne punk princess to Adele.
Yeah, I get
You
it.
know, like she's always gonna be Avril Lavigne, and I like that about her.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I appreciate Avril. Maybe next time you can take me. Oh shit, I said her name.
We've said her name 3 times.
But maybe next time your friend can take me
Yeah.
and we can go together. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Did you like that?
So good.
Thank you.
Healing from my soul. Like kind of tired. Oh,
Yeah, maybe we start.
I forgot to tell you. Because I had like half a glass of wine at Ashley's house, and then we each got a drink while we were there.
Right.
And then
Oh, maybe
on my
that's
way
why.
home, I got stopped at a check stop.
Okay.
And I was like tripping out because I'm like an extreme like lightweight. Like I never drink, so when I do, I really, really feel it. And I was
Right.
so freaking scared. Like I got pulled over, and this cop was like, he asked me for my license, and then I had to like do the breathalyzer. And like, first of all, I'm sick, so it's like kind of hard to breathe right now. And so like he was like, okay, you're gonna like, I'm trying to like understand his instructions. It's like basic instructions. And he's like, you have to
Right.
breathe all the way in, and then you have to breathe into this tube and like breathe like out in a continuous stream. So you're like going like all the way or whatever. But every time I would like, there would be like a stop in my stream of breath. And it happened like 3 times until he was like, okay, I'm gonna demonstrate for you. And he literally had to like demonstrate the thing. And then when I finally did it, I was like, I'm screwed because I have the type of license that's actually like 0%. Like you can't
Right.
even ring in at like 0.02% alcohol, or like I could be screwed if the cop wasn't very nice. But like thankfully it was 0 and I was like in the clear. Thank freaking God. Anyways, that's my story. It was very scary. I don't even know if I have my insurance papers in there. Thank God I didn't ask for that. I can't afford to be in trouble. Like it's one thing to be in trouble, and it's one thing to be broke and in trouble. That's another story.
Why are you doing that though?
Doing
Where's your
what?
insurance paper? Where's your insurance paper?
No, they should be in there, but I don't even know.
Oh.
Hopefully they are.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna check though. I'm gonna check. Yeah.
Because you had wine, a little bit of wine, and then you went to the concert and you had a few drinks.
No, I had like one drink at the concert, and like the concert was like probably 2-3 hours. So the
Oh
one
no
drink I
no!
got was like early
You should have
on.
been good. Yeah.
But I'm like a really lightweight, so like I still felt a little bit maybe, or maybe I was just like psyching myself out because a cop was there and I was like, okay, I'm screwed. Like I'm going to
Yeah.
prison. I'm
I
not
don't
going to
think.
prison. They're just kind of intimidating, you know? They have like an authority energy to them.
No, I get it. I've been in trouble with the cops before.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that when you were on like the train tracks or something?
I was on a train track taking pictures like an artist.
An artiste.
And like an artiste.
Picasso.
And when I came down from like a cockroach. Is that what you said?
What? I said Picasso in the flesh.
Oh, I think it's like a cockroach.
No, that would be rude.
No, I was taking a picture of the train, like
Yeah.
an artiste, and I came down from the hill, and the police was waiting for me. He's like, I saw you up there. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know I was not supposed to be up there. And he was like, yeah, it's no trespassing or it's for safety reasons. When he saw my ID, he was like, sir, I'm going to give you he gave me like a $300 ticket.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so I had to go to court, and I got it reduced by half.
What the heck? Because you took a picture of the train.
No, because I was on the track, and I wasn't supposed to be on there.
I didn't realize you're not supposed to be around there.
I didn't even realize there was a police there. Like, where was he hiding?
Oh my God.
Oh, do you know what? I had a lot of cash on me too in my wallet,
Oh,
because this was a time where I didn't believe in credit cards, so I always carry like a few $100s.
Why didn't you? Okay.
And he was like, that's another story. But he was like, you have a lot of cash on you. I'm like, oh yeah, I do. It's like, yeah, so I'm not dealing drugs, dude. I'm taking pictures of the
should have just said, I don't believe in credit cards.
I guess.
Why didn't you believe in credit cards?
I want
to know. I'm interested.
it's not like I didn't believe it. I didn't have I didn't have experience in using it. So I was like, oh, I'm scared. I'm not going to pay it off in time. I'm going to incur like a balance and it's going to be like all over my record. It's going to ruin whatever invisible credit score I have.
Oh,
So I was just like, oh, if I have the cash, I'm just going to spend it. And if I don't have it, I'm not going to buy anything. That was
yeah.
my whole thing back in the day.
Interesting.
So like he saw my money and he was like, you have a lot of money on you. And I'm like, do you know? I'm like, yeah, I do. And I remember that because I was taking the money out of my backpack that you gave me, that checkered bag, the red checkered bag.
Didn't we trade
We
backpacks?
traded for that. Yeah, I gave you like a nice Herschel bag. You gave me like a freaking Spencer backpack.
Why did you? Why did you agree to that then? You seem salty.
Because I wanted that back. I wanted that backpack. I wanted that checkered backpack.
You did?
Yeah, I
Like,
was
is
like,
there
that's
another
cool.
situation with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards? You gonna
No.
call
I
me
asked you to
out?
trade. No, I asked you to trade. I was like, I can give you this one for yours.
I remember it was from Forever 21.
Forever 21.
Mine was
Yeah.
that I gave you.
Oh.
I think it was
You
from
didn't give
Forever.
it to me. We traded.
I don't even know where the Herschel one is. I did use it for a number of years though.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
See, it went to good use. No, it was no regrets. And I traded. I asked to trade. You didn't make me trade it. It wasn't a Yu-Gi-Oh card situation.
No regrets.
I think like the bleach like fried my head. And I was just like, that's a cute bag. I'm gonna trade you for it.
What you trying to say? You don't like my choice of backpack?
No, I had yours for such a long time. But then like the zipper part, it broke, so I couldn't use it anymore.
Okay, sorry. I got distracted. Like, so you pulled out the cash then?
Wait, what?
You were talking about the cash, right? Because you remember the backpack and
Oh,
then the
okay,
cash.
yeah. No, I pulled out my wallet because it was in your backpack. Or my backpack.
Yeah.
And I opened it to get my ID and he looked and he saw that I had like wads of cash in there. Like probably like it wasn't like a wad, but it was like $300 maybe or 400, but it was in like 20s. So it seemed like there was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And he was like, you have a lot of money in there. And I'm like, I didn't even know what to say to that. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, I guess. Guess a lot of money for you. It's a lot of money for you.
You should have just said like $300 is a lot for you, huh?
Butterflies in the sky.
Butterfly in
I
the
can
sky.
go twice as
I
high.
can go twice as high.
Okay, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think, should we conclude it?
Yeah.
Should we do like a closing or like what? Just let it go out.
Just close it. Bye.
Bye.
Ew.
Why are you ewing? What the heck? Should we do something else?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sisters. That's what we'll call our audience.
I don't like the accent.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ta-ta.
It's bedtime. Okay, I'm closing it.
All right.